In this video, we're going to clean up our model and tighten up the edges. So I'm just going to go back into low polygon mode here and put wireframe on shaded. We'll take a look at this kind of area here where the top of the head covers over the inner part of the jaw, the lower jaw. I'm going to insert edge loop right around this area and right click on the vertices and just kind of go in and merge them to center this time. Do the same thing at G, that will merge to center again. So that'll clean up that loop there. Let's go up to Mesh Tools and grab our multi-cut, and I'm just going to cut right across from one corner across to these edges right here, here to this corner. Hit enter, grab these faces, delete them, select the vertices and do a merge to center. I'm going to split this right down again with the multi-cut tool. Grab these edges here and we'll do delete edge vertex. That way we can keep those quads. Now we'll fix this n-gon by using our multi-cut tool. We'll cut from this corner right into the middle. Then I'm going to position the vertice. Take a look at it in 3 mode. Looks a little bit cleaner. So now I'm going to jump into my top view. So let's go right down the middle, get the faces. We'll delete this half away and then select the vertices, scale them inward just so that we can make sure they're nice and straight on the center line. Snap them to the center line. Okay, we'll select it in object mode and we'll do our Control D to duplicate it. Scale it over -1 in X. Select both halves by holding Shift, go to Mesh, Combine, and then we will see here that it's combined, but the vertices that are at the center are not merged together. So you can go to Polygons, Display, and display the border edges. Here I can turn it back on, and you can see you'll get a thicker line that will tell you where edges are not, or where vertices are not merged. So if I select all of the vertices right down the middle there and go to Edit Mesh and go to Merge, make sure the threshold is really low and those can get merged together. So now we'll close the opening here that's in the center, that triangle. So let's go to our pen tool and just pen right across from one side to the other to close it. And then we can go in and grab our multi-cut and split right across. That way we'll have 2 halves. So when we duplicate next time, we won't have an opening there. Just grab some of the vertices and make sure that they're not intersecting. So just kind of, again, pushing and pulling to make sure they're shaped correctly. Grab the center line. Make sure I don't have anything else selected. Make sure it's right on the center, just in case anything got moved. I'll jump into the side view, grab these vertices that are going down the side here and kind of scale them in so they're nice and straight. Same thing with the bottom vertices. Then we'll go ahead in and tighten up some of those edge loops that go around. So what I'm going to do is insert edge loop tool, cut an edge around the bottom, around the top part here. So now you can see that edge is a little bit tighter in the horizontal direction. So we need to do the same thing for the vertical direction. So we'll cut around here, bring it close to the other edge, and then we'll cut around the front to bring it close. So now when we go into our 3 mode, we can see that we have a really nice tight edge on this half of the model. Let's get our multi-cut tool, and I'm going to cut from this corner over here. We'll cut all the way up and around. Once we get into the inside here, we'll keep it a little bit tighter, and I'll cut right to the middle here. Make sure that we don't cut the middle to a corner, we cut it flat, and then I'll cut in a quad right here, and that'll turn this triangle that I cut across into another quad. You can look at it in 3 mode and see we need to hold the edges for the other side of the model, so we can go select it, move in, and we'll cut our edges just like we did on the other side here. So insert edge loop tool, and we'll cut across the top area and real close to the bottom area there. So now when we hit 3, we can see it's tight just like the other one. Let's look underneath to the model here, and what we'll end up doing is cutting an edge loop right around for the bottom of the lips or the bottom of the mouth. So I'll start from this corner right here and just cut all the way around these bottom faces, making sure we stay on the edge so everything stays quad. So cut right around until you get to the middle line or the middle edge. Hit enter. We can get rid of some of these edges here that are making triangles. Delete edge vertex. Now we have a quad. I'll jump into the top view and select the faces on the half I don't want. Hit delete to get rid of those faces. Then jump into perspective view and come around, and since we can see the inside here of the top of the mouth, I'll begin to kind of just pull some of these vertices to shape it a little bit better. Then I'm going to cut from one side to the other here and go all the way around the inner part of the inside of the mouth, all the way around till I get to the center. Go back to the back side and we'll select this edge. We'll do edit delete edge vertex. So that's a quad. Now we can select the two vertices right here for this shape because it's an n-gon, and we'll merge those to center, and now that becomes a quad as well. So really just kind of looking and making sure we have everything nice and clean, and then we will make sure our pivot point's in the center. Control D to duplicate, scale at -1 and X, grab the two halves and do our mesh combine. Jump into our top view, select the vertices down the middle, do our merge, hit 3, and we can see that everything is looking neat and clean. Put on our bottom jaw, hit Control S to save, and now we're ready to cut out the eyes and finish up our low poly mesh.